Hi guys, Nelson here. Thanks for clicking in my video. Thanks for the interest. I hope and I try not to make it very boring. So I can talk about worldview of Chinese civilization, and which I'll split into. So there's four worldview I'm gonna talk about, which is Confucianism, Shunism, Taoism or Taoism, and legalism. So this video I'm gonna press it on Confucianism from its philosophy, concept and basic principle. And yeah, I'll try to make it as short as possible. It won't be a very compact and complex or very detailed kind of video, but I hope you can get a picture of what's a worldview of Chinese civilization. So first, before I start, the following video will be about the other concept like Taoism or what. This video just gonna talk about Confucianism, and I'll split all this video into three parts, which is philosophy, concepts, and basic principle. So you can see these pictures. The one on the top right is actually temple of. It's sort of a temple, but it's actually place of temple of worshipping Confucius. And the one below it is actually under Shunism. We'll get to that later on. It's kind of complicated, but I'll compress it to a very simple video. Okay, first Confucianism. Of course, Confucianism founded by this dude called what we known as Confucian, but the original name was Kongqiu, or you can call it Kongfuzi or Kongzi, and based on the weight scale system of romanization, we can actually call him Confuzi. It's more like a honorific name. So it's actually not a religious leader, but a teacher, more like a teacher, the editor, politician, and philosopher. So we don't actually pray him, even there's a temple for him. It's just actually more like we not really worship, but we respect him as the teacher. So the main concern is about civil morality and how people should live and behave toward each other. So the basic concepts. So the basic concepts are quite simple. So it's more like we don't do anything or something that we don't like others do on us. Like for example, you steal my stuff and I really don't like it. So if I really practice Confucianism well, and I won't do it because I know the other party wouldn't like it. So people should actually respect one's social superiors, elders, and ancestors. And I think this actually still flows within the Chinese community nowadays. And the purpose of governments and rulers is to care for people instead of people care for the government. State should be governed by aristocracy of talent, but not birth. Because if the royals, the rulers, the royals are passed down by their heritage. So let's say this king, probably a capable king, but the son may not. The son might be nobody, but see, he got to be king because of his bloodline. So it's kind of not fair, and he'll state that the state should be governed by aristocracy of talent, but not birth. This is what he try to say. And knowledge is the key to happiness and successful. Straightforward though. As a pacifist, declare that true gentleman is a man of wisdom and virtue, whatever his social origin. Yeah. So the five basic relationship. So first, ruler and subject. So they actually concerned about this five basic relationship between what I wrote here: ruler and subject, father and son, husband and wife, older and younger brothers, within members of a community. So let's get the principle. So Confucianism actually emphasized on value of humane love. It's not human love, it's humane love, okay? So you can human is actually ren in Mandarin, ren, but we pronounce it ren. Love is actually I think it's quite common because yeah, I. So like I said before, so the attitude of oneself towards others, and a concern and care for others, or the enactment of compassion for others. Another principle is uh in Mandarin is like 互以对方为重. If literal meaning will be who is actually maybe interrelationship or together. Yi is based. 对方 means actually opposite or your correspondence or whatever. 为重 is actually heavy. 重 is actually heavy. 为 is like sort of like serve and because, yeah. So it's the technical meaning will be mutual recognition of importance of the other. Next is 推己及人. So basically you push yourself. 推 is push yourself. 己 is self, but you give others. So principle of extension which resolve the question of how to extend oneself to others. Yep, that's why I mentioned earlier. So instead of live for yourself only, you try to help others, you try to be selfless, And next is 忠恕之道. So 忠 is actually loyalty. So we have to be, in principle of Confucianism is actually to be faithful, obedience, loyalty, and sincere. And not only for the emperors, but apply to friends, technically everyone and anyone socially, not without taking account of their social status. So what you want for yourself, we develop for others. So it's more like next is empathy. So Confucius discussed empathy in stating, do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. This is what I mentioned earlier, that if you don't like somebody do this on you, do certain things on you, you don't do it on another one or to that one or to anyone, to anything on you, or any living creatures or friends or family or people you don't like, your enemies. Yeah, love your enemies though. So he produced this book called Doctrine of Mean. The picture will be as follows. Here's a full of words kind of thing. So humanist refers to the reciprocal humane love among intimate relation. Human love is universal and selfless love. Loving one intimate relation, being humane to the people and caring for animals. So basically it's just selfless love for anyone and anything. Living creature or like anything, literally anything. So human love at this point has already been further extended from social ethics to human caring for nature. Yep, like I said, anything to the nature, to people, to animals, to anyone you know, anyone you don't know. So he believed that Confucian believed that Confucian believed that this is a way to balance and harmonize the middle of all things as a basic concept of identity. And it emphasized on moral belief, intention, and expectation of personal integrity and honesty. And in Doctrine of Mean, actually promotes the principles of personal development, social relation principle to be a human. So it's easy to be human being, but kind of hard for one or any individual to being human is in being human. So there's a difference in it. So you might be wondering why this dude Karen speaks English well on YouTube channel. So the main reason I have this channel because of I want to practice my English, of course, and I'm learning German. So probably the following videos will be me teaching maths or whatever I'm good at in Deutsch. So I hope you can. If you were to subscribe me, I believe that I'll make better video day by day. And yeah, do support me, man.